This improv story is based on the idea a man gets mistaken for someone else. Let the story commence. Craig was walking down the street minding his own business. Minding his business was... Maximum Overdrive trailer.
I've written several motion pictures, but I want to tell you about a movie called Maximum Overdrive.
Oh, that's his... that was his first... oh, sorry, give me a second. That was his
picture.
First wee blunder there. He's full of his swally. Maybe coked up. He said he was drunk. He said he was coked up when he was directing this. I think, and I know I've played this a million times before, he's definitely fucking swallowed here. He's full of this swally. Swally means swallow. Booze. He's swallowed.
But I want to tell you... I've written several motion pictures, but I want to tell you about a movie called Maximum Overdrive.
He fucked up with the movie. I want to tell you about movie. It's like you kind of...
But I want to tell you about a movie called...
Movie, like his eyebrows went up there. You know, I think just before he said movie, his brain shut down, and then it compensated. He compensated by, I want to tell you about a movie.
Maximum Overdrive, which is the first...
He said a movie, I know, but...
I want to tell you about a movie called...
I want to tell you about a movie. I want to tell you about a movie.
I've written several motion pictures, but I want to tell you about a movie called Maximum Overdrive, which is the first one I've directed.
Wow. Right. Which is the first one I've directed. You could say he's just been a wee bit weird. Not necessarily been out his face there.
A lot of people have directed Stephen King novels and stories. And I finally decided if you want something done right, you ought to do it yourself.
You're Stephen King, though. So you see, if you're the person, you don't say your name, you see. You don't say your name. Other people say it.
It was my first picture as a director. And you know something? I sort of enjoyed it.
He didn't enjoy it.
Picture as a director.
It's coming after us!
It was my first picture as a director. And you know something?
After us!
It was my first picture as a director.
Oh.
And you know
I
something?
need to say it one more time. Hold on, I need to pause it.
It was my first picture.
Brains off. Brains off.
And you know something? It was my first picture as a director.
Bang.
And you know something? I sort of enjoyed it. I'm gonna scare the hell out of you.
I remember that.
I'm gonna scare the hell out of you.
I remember that his finger was wobbling.
I'm gonna scare the hell out of you. I'm gonna scare the hell out of you.
He didn't scare anybody. Anyway, so Craig was walking down the street minding his own business. The reason why I went on that's because I said minding his own business. Minding his own business. Was that a shite film? I liked the first 15 minutes. It felt like it was actually kind of energetic and sort of gone somewhere. Felt like it was maybe a bit sort of mad. Then I think it started to get boring. Usual shite, everybody's sitting about, getting to know each other. Anyway, Craig was walking down the street minding his own business. All of a sudden, three wee guys came out of nowhere. But here's the thing, they just walked past Craig. and we're not going to see them again. A woman went up to Craig and she said, "You bastard." And he went, "Who, me?" And she went, "You bastard, but I'm going to give you one more chance." And he went, "Right. Okay." And then she took him round the corner into a house. And, you know, there was a house and, you know, like a bed and all the rest of it. Living room, that kind of thing. A bedroom, living room, kitchen. And he looked in the wall and there was pictures of her with this other guy. And the other guy, this guy looked quite like Craig. But the reason why that she made the mistake is because she looked like this.
Sure he passes, or we'll both be peeling spuds.
Young man, by Jupiter, if you're not on your... the little tykes could easily get hurt.
Right.
A vacant lot, the perfect spot for a little league ballpark with a little cleaning up. By George, I'm going to start getting things organized and give the kids a safe place to play.
What? My nephew Magoo can't use my lot for a ball. Almost
Do you know Mr. Magoo?
got him in the...
Too old a reference. Well, I don't know how you I don't know how you watched Better Call Saul then. I don't know how you did that then.
Go, por favor. That's the go.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you. Hey, Gramps. You just hit my car.
You're talking to me.
We got Mr. Magoo here.
Mr. Magoo here. So, a lot of you younger folk would have been watching it going, Mr. Magoo, what's that? Has he just made up some name there? Yous don't know. So, Better Call Saul was completely wasted on yous. Anyway, she was kind of like Mr. Magoo. And like she was doing things like, what was she doing? There was a cat there. And she was saying, "How did this dog get into my house? Get away, you'll scare my cat, Terrain cat." And things like, she walked up to Craig and she had a hat on and she put her hat on him. She went, "Oh, the perfect place for a hat stand." I don't remember putting that there, but oh well. You know, doing things like that. She wasn't just like sort of like not able to see or anything like that. She was like, you know, like, of course, that's not a dog hasn't obviously fucking got in. Even if you had your eyes shut, you know, you obviously it's not a dog, it's a fucking cat. She's a cat. She's kind of cartoonish in that sort of way. This one is getting uploaded to YouTube, maybe. No, I can turn that around. Listen. No, this is a good one. This is a good one. And then she went like that. "So, I suppose you'll be wanting your cut of the money." And he went, yeah. The money. Have my cut then, if that's okay. And she led him to the bedroom and she pointed under the bed. And he brought out this big bag. And in the bag, he unzipped it, expecting to see all this money. It's fucking bog roll. It's toilet roll. Like, she thought it was like rolls of money and things like that. And he went, right, this is toilet paper? This is another story. I hate this story. This is another one about a bag. What time is it? Maybe get on with Dead by Daylight. No, we've got the bets to get on with. Anyway, so remember I said the 3 wee guys? How we're not going to see them again? We're not going to see them. They're going to see them, but she's not going to see them. She went to the kitchen. She says, "Do you want a cup of tea then? So you're in to do the building work then? I'll go and make you a cup of tea." That's what I'm saying. It wasn't just, she couldn't see. She just always came up with like, stuff that didn't actually make sense. And she went away, and when she came back, she went, "Here, who painted this room red? I told these builders I wanted this room painted blue. It was all red because the 3 wee guys had came in and had painted the fucking walls with Craig. Like, they stuck him on a roller and everything, went like that. Stuck him on a roller, put his arm in the roller, pulled the skin off, pulled the bone out, chopped his arm off, then stuck it on the paint roller thing and then used that as a roller. Like that. And then his leg, then the other leg and the other arm, and finally his cock. They peeled off the flesh, his cock, and rolled it up and down the wall. Cut it off, rolled it up and down the wall, painted, the wee bits at the side, just the wee bits where you've got to sort of, like, there's a light switch, you should unscrew the light switch and then you'd paint it, then you screw it back on. They didn't know that. They're only fucking 13, these wee bastards. But you try to paint a wee narrow bit. You can't do it with a roller. They didn't have a paintbrush. They used his cock and it fitted just perfectly in it. Like that. And then they went away. And she went, "Oh, that's it. I'll pay you anyway, but it's the wrong colour." And she went to get some of the money, but it was bog roll. And she found out that the bag was gone. They had taken the bag. And the 3 wee guys are out there somewhere right now with that bog roll, trying to pay for things with it. Because see, the 3 wee guys, they're like Mr. Magoo as well, and they're out there right now trying to pay for things with that bog roll. It's so funny. I'm laughing myself. It's not a shiter, it's a really good one. And they're out there right now trying to pay for things with that toilet paper. The end. And that's not a true story, that one. That is an improv story, because you couldn't. In fact, you can't. No, you couldn't make that up. You can't make that up. You couldn't make it up. That did happen. How do I know? I was one of the 3 wee guys. I was one of the wee guys. I got the laser eye thing. Chris the Coach, thanks for the sub. But why? Mr. Sweetted, thanks for the subs. Mr. Improv story, can start over? No, that's a very good shite story yet. No, I don't think so.